Ahoy there, it's Josh, producer of MDX Unplugged. In today's episode, we're talking to Sahil, an alumni of Middlesex University Dubai who has been producing award-winning films. We'll follow his journey to get there. So, if you like movies, this one is for you. Enjoy.
Yo, guys,
ready?
welcome to MDX Unplugged.
That is okay, great. I don't need to do my job. I'll just head off right now.
No, let's do your job.
All right, fine. Here we go. So, episode 6.
7? 6?
6, man.
Yeah, I thought someone told me 8.
It's gonna be we're in 6 or 7. We do not know.
Yeah,
we'll
don't-
find out when we upload. We'll find out.
Yeah, numbers don't matter. Episode numbers don't matter. The view counts.
The view counts matter. Thank
So
you.
always like, share, subscribe.
Whatever Tanura said.
All right, but okay, let's stop being cringy. Or I'll stop being cringy now. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of MDX Unplugged, unfiltered, unscripted university life.
Yes,
My
sir.
name is Tanura, and I'm joined by my great co-host, Coach Farhan.
What's up?
And today I will give the guest introduction powers to Farhan, seeing how he is a massive fan of cinematography and film.
When did I say this?
Passive aggressive.
Your letterbox will confirm.
My letterbox is fun. Like it's only like
Fun and filled with controversy. Now shut up and please introduce.
today's guest is. I don't know how to do this, Tanura. How do you normally introduce guests? So could you like do
So
this?
you try and make a funny joke line that's extremely cringy, then say the job title or the profession title and their name.
I'm not a good host, Tanura. Let's go. You can do this. You can introduce him. And
Oh,
he'll
wow.
introduce himself. Let's
Success on the track does not change in.
get over it.
That's
That's crazy.
I'm kidding. All right, so today our guest, he is an alumni of Middlesex University's film school. I believe he made one of the feature films that was showcased at our premiere, the MDX, showcased at Roxy or it was Roxy, right?
Short film.
Short film.
Short film.
It's not
Not
feature
feature.
length, guys. It's
Feature.
Okay, fine. I will call it a feature short film.
I mean, I'm gonna say if it's feature, I'm gonna say Sinners. Like,
Oh.
if people watch it, they're gonna have an idea.
He had his short film screened at Roxy Cinemas at Dubai Hills, the largest screen in the Middle East and North Africa. And his name, ladies and gentlemen, is Sahil. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, how are you feeling, man? How are you doing this fine day?
I'm excited, man. I think this is my second time doing this.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay,
It's
pressure's
pretty
on.
cool.
Pressure's on for us.
Yeah, bro. It's pretty cool. I'm excited. It's like those Logan Paul YouTube videos.
Oh my god.
but,
Impulsive?
Impulsive.
We're getting there.
Nah,
One day.
Soon, one day.
I
One day.
prefer sidecast, you know?
Huh?
I prefer sidecast.
I mean, I should religiously watch Impulsive for a
Yeah.
good while.
If only I didn't have to pay the $36.99 dirham subscription.
Skill issue.
How much you pay? How much you pay then?
No one needs to know.
Exactly.
Either way, so introduce yourself. Tell us more about yourself, I would say.
All right. At the camera or you guys? Alright,
You could look at us. Either way it works.
Hey guys,
What?
I'm.
No, go for it.
Are you saying?
It's okay.
Alright. Hey guys, I'm Sahil Shettigar. I'm a fashion photographer and a filmmaker based in Dubai, and I'm also a creative director, and yeah, maybe a stylist too, because I've started a lot of my shoots too and films as well. Yeah, that's about it.
Fair
No,
play.
that's,
I don't know.
that's a solid one.
That's solid joke. Don't worry, you're
Solid
doing great. You're doing
introduction.
great. Bro, you gotta feel. You have to be a lot more loose. No need to be tense. It's
Yeah.
fine.
No pressure. It's okay.
I'm
It's
calm, I'm
you're
calm.
behind the scenes or on the screen, whatever you call it.
Behind the that's
Look,
behind
no,
the
that's
scene.
his main work is
Oh yeah,
like-
his main work is
Yeah.
behind the
Yeah.
camera. Yeah, behind the scene.
So what brought you into filmmaking? Like, what is your inspiration, or like, how did it go about it?
Honestly, for me, it was like I think I was 17 when I joined uni. It was right after school instantly. So I would say I was a kid back then. So there was really no real inspiration. It was just like I used to do photography back then. I started
Okay.
photography, and then I had a camera with me. So I was like, yo, what am I good at? Like, what do people want from me a lot more? And it was a lot of, yo, Sal, can you do this shoot for me? Yo, Sal, can we do a photo shoot today? So I think right after uni, I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna do business, bro. Hell nah. Or marketing or none of that stuff. I'm sorry, guys, if that offends you guys.
No,
But I was-
trust me. I mean, I've taken business degrees and I'm a coach, so like,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
kind of works.
So I was like, yo, let me do something and have fun with my life, sort of thing. So it was like, yo, what's there with cameras? So I was like, yo, Middlesex University, a lot of my friends are going there. I was like, you know,
Peer pressure?
Now I was gonna say bleep.
Always the right thing to say on a
Right.
podcast, man.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take filmmaking, something with cameras and stuff. So I think the first time when I joined uni, also I didn't know a lot about the course. It was just like, yo, cameras and what I'd say less, bigger cameras now. Let's have more fun with it. So I think that's when I came to uni, and it was like, yo, script writing. I was like, yo, what's that? I was like, yo,
I
what's
didn't
that?
know I needed
I was like,
English
yo,
writing skills for this.
yeah, like I think I was kind of confused about it. I was like, yo, I don't do script writing. So like, I just want to learn cameras. And then I was like, thought about filmmaking that time. That was when I was still 17. So I was introduced to script writing, directing, cinematography, and then it kind of branched out a lot more, where I got to know like, oh damn, so a DP has a AC1, a AC2, a camera operator. I was like, yo, I thought he does it all by himself. Now I'm a director, as a producer and all these things. I was like, damn, I thought the guy makes his own films, takes it all out of his ass.
Bro just thought that the
Yeah,
script
like-
was coming out of
Like
his head
Christian
every
Nolan be like,
second.
yo, let me make a film tomorrow.
He just sees the guy walking like, this is the
Hoyt
script.
man, yo, let's go make a movie, yeah. But I think from there it kind of branched out when I made my first short film. It was the most stupidest title ever, called Dream or Reality. I don't know why I thought of that.
Sounds very short film.
It was like a
very short film.
it was
Like
a
a very like, you know, in short films you have like cliched titles like when they
Yeah.
start up.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like a very thing.
yeah, so it was like a 3-minute short film
Okay.
on space, on the title Space. So we had to make a movie on space. And the only thing I could think about is back then I had a lot of friends. I was in a group of like 25 people. So I was like, yo, what can I think about space? And it was just like, I think space between friends. So the movie was also about that, where this one friend introduces his friend that he meets at the gym to his best friend. And then it's like both the best friends start mingling each other. And now this guy's out of the frame.
Oh.
And that's
Okay, fair
and that's some real shit also. Can I say shit or I can't? No, I can't.
It's up to the producer.
Yeah, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by our
gonna
producer, Josh.
We're gonna bleep them.
Come on, Josh, if you would like.
Okay. Now I'll be honest, because you know this word, like
Yeah. We'll bleep it now.
Don't worry, we got you.
I was introduced that it was a bad word when I was in Aqua Venture in like 10th grade in school. When someone,
I mean, to be fair.
now when some kid's mom, those kids would be like, hey, you can't be saying that. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, yo.
Hold up, Josh. I mean, I don't know. Our producer might feel a bit harmed by that one.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, I mean, it don't work in India like that though. Like,
Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough. I mean,
it, yeah.
us Indians, we kind of like have a
yeah, it's
understanding
it's-
of
it's a
whole
different-
I think just
thing.
India, like just South Asia in general.
I
that
think
entire
that we don't
culture.
have an understanding on how much a word has so much impact.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what it is.
But yeah, coming back to the filmmaking part, I think right after that is when I got my head fully into filmmaking. Like the idea of it was super cool because that was a movie I directed, shot, casted everything on my own. And it was fire. I shot a scene of that back in the day in McDonald's as well, where I asked them, it was like a whole location permit thing, yo, can I shoot over here, blah, blah. And they were like, yo, it's calm, do it. And it was like a whole set going on over there. So it was fire. And
So while people were ordering Big Macs, there was just a couple of
they
scenes.
actually like sat a bit away from me because there was a production thing going on. There was tripods, there was my light.
Pretty
And
cool. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
and I think like as a 17-year-old back then, that was interesting coming from like, yo, failing in school a lot. Hearing like, yo, what are you going to do after this? Because I was really close to, yo, what am I going to do after this? Until I got to know, yo, there's a filmmaking course that exists.
Yeah.
And I can play around with cameras. So yeah, right after that, it was fun, man.
That's kind of cool as well because like a lot of people like they have the major interest and then they might like it's like your perspective like they flunk out of school. A lot of people they just immediately think like there's nothing left for me to do and then you just
Exactly.
like you just took advantage like I know I have the skill. It's filmmaking is not photography but it's that direction.
Exactly. I feel like there's a lot of skills in this world that branch out so much in a very niche way that you don't get to explore in school. So
Yeah.
I would say school is still like a 1% of your life. I feel like right after that, the uni life is like a big chunk because you're still growing as a teenager into an adult at the same time. And there's a lot of things you learn as well in terms of your like relationship life, in terms that's with people like or like with your like girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, or with people in general or with clients, stuff like this. So a huge part of that is also even inspired my filmmaking journey as well. So yeah, it's pretty fire.
Makes sense. So, out of all the things you learn in Middlesex, like with your directing, script writing, and all, what is like your most favorite one? Like, is it cinematography? Even after like learning all these things, or do you want to do something else around with filmmaking?
My favorite all time is cinematography and directing, both of
Okay.
them.
So
Well,
it's still holding a lot of aspects with your camera.
A lot, like even as to what I do right now, fashion photography. If you guys see like a lot of my work, it's super visual art. Like you can see like a whole scene, a whole set. I don't know if you have seen my work as well.
I will.
Introduce me, No, trust me. Trust me. My socials for you page is heavily dominated by
Okay, just take a quick look.
by cricket. So
Just
like,
take a quick look at it.
Yeah, go on, continue.
So I would say a lot of my work, a lot of my filmmaking is what I brought into my photography as well. So I would say
sorry for interrupting, but I just gotta see this
Yeah,
one shot I found.
Yeah, so-
Picture. When I saw the
Yeah.
picture as well,
We won't be showing this over here, but we will tag all accounts, so don't worry. You guys can see for yourself. It's a very
Yes.
interesting shot.
You
I
must-
like the build of it. I like the editing as
Yeah.
well.
I mean, yeah, that was when
Production.
I mean that was
Directing,
alright.
yeah.
That was alright.
Yeah.
That was alright. But I would say a lot of my filmmaking skills, that is my cinematography, my directing, my set design, my color grading is what I brought into my fashion photography as well. So whatever I learned over here, there was something I wanted to merge into what I did before university as well. So that was photography and filmmaking both. So yeah, my cinematography goes super heavy. Like even some movies that I watch, I get inspiration from that into my work as well. A lot of Christopher Nolan movies too. His grading is what I get inspired by, and I try to implement that into my work as well. His sets and all these other things too.
So, what's your favorite Nolan movie? That's gonna be the
Interstellar for me. Is always
Interstellar.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. What's yours, Tanura?
It's always Interstellar.
Huh? It's not Interstellar.
Inception.
Huh?
Inception.
Don't say Dark Knight. Right?
Huh? I know. Not. No. Even
say
though
Dark Knight,
I'm
yes.
just saying this. Nolan make the Batman trilogy is one of the best trilogies of all time, but it's in its own case. Like I wouldn't.
So,
classify it.
what's your favorite one?
I think for me, it's probably gonna have to be not Tenet. No, it's probably gonna have to be Memento.
Memento.
The thing
Okay.
is, Memento was the first Nolan film I'd actually watched. Believe it or not.
Okay.
So
That's a sick movie.
That's a really
You
good
can say
movie.
I mean, technically, it would be.
I
Batman
mean, of
'cause-
course, Bollywood ruined it with its remakes of Gajini. Oh my god.
Hey, yo, Gajini was fire too. There was a lot of.
The thing is, when I was a kid, I saw Gajini first, so I had no idea like how it worked. So I was like, oh,
Okay.
it's a really good movie. But later on, when I got exposed to Hollywood movies a lot more, then I saw Memento. I was like, wait a minute. I think I seen. I was like, oh no way! They actually remade
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan movie, because again, the nuance he brings into the filmmaking is a whole different.
It's a whole different
level.
thing, yep.
Yeah. Then
I
was
think
like,
what Bollywood does is they take Hollywood movies and they put they dump emotions into it, bro.
Do you know?
It's a trauma dump, bro.
Do you know there is a remake of Old Boy?
There's a remake of
by
what?
Bollywood. Old Boy, like the South Korean.
Yeah. I know over.
Yeah,
South
yeah.
Korean film.
Yeah, so Bollywood did make a remake on this, by the way. I just found out like a month ago.
Which movie
It's
is it?
called. I don't remember the name, but it has John Abraham and Sanjay Dutt in it. Sanjay Dutt is the main lead. Yeah, it's wild. And I was wondering, okay, how
That's
is-
a very interesting
No, I
choice.
was wondering
That's a
how
very
is Bollywood gonna adapt the story? Because it's, if you see in the ending, you'll be like, this is the most greatest thing I've seen. This is the most shocking, traumatizing one. So how is Bollywood gonna do this?
No, the
They
thing
do
is-
it in the most funniest way ever.
No, the thing with Bollywood though is like a lot of the films, even if we would consider them a flop, they work financially because you've got like 1.4 billion people willing to back it.
I swear,
Yeah,
that's the
that-
thing.
that's
That's the
the
thing.
thing.
Like that's the thing with a lot of
even
like,
the upcoming movie is also a remake of Amir Khan. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's
Amir
like,
Khan's making Mahabharata. He spoke about that recently.
Yeah.
Now, even if the whole world doesn't watch it, you have 1.4 billion
And the-
people that are very religious as well, plus that are like,
they'll put themselves into it. They'll give their heart for it.
yeah, that have been looking up to these historical things like back in the day. So you're gonna get some mad money out of that, bro.
And it's not just like in India, right? Like the outside of India, if you want to give an example, the UK. A lot of UK like culture and content, it doesn't need the rest of the world. Like it just needs its own country.
That's true, 100%.
Robbie Williams.
Yeah, that is for me because that is my example for me because it angers me so much how Better Man failed around the world. Have you seen Better Man?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't
There you
expect
go.
him to even know it.
Yeah,
Have you heard of the musician Robbie Williams?
Nah.
Exactly, that's the point. But if you tell that to someone in England, they heard Robbie Williams, and they say, no, you're gonna get backhanded.
It's like cricket. Like, let's be fair.
Yeah.
Like, it's like so many countries don't play it, but it's still the second most popular in the
Thanks
world.
to 1.4 billion people. in
Thanks to
India.
us.
1.4 is crazy, man.
Y'all have one.
And that's only in India, by the way.
Y'all have 1/8 of the world's population. Like,
Where are you from?
further down south.
Sri Lanka.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Now,
Do not say we're
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
I mean,
No.
Fair enough.
I mean, you're basically a part of us. Nobody.
We're not. We're our own identity.
Either way, so coming back to movies.
Movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so yours is Interstellar. His is
Memento.
Memento. Mine's Inception, to be fair.
Okay.
Because it was a very unique concept.
Nah, Inception is mad fun.
Yeah.
The concept is insane.
Because it was very original. It was something we've
Yeah.
never seen. And even still, it holds up. All the VFX and they all still hold
It
up.
was
Even till this.
crazy. I feel like thinking about that is like you're in a sleep paralysis type of vibe.
It's so
Nah,
good.
that's insane.
It's
That's
so good.
insane.
I think it's one of the movies you can keep watching again and again. You'll feel like, wow, there's still something more.
It
to
never gets
appreciate.
boring. Yeah, it
It's
never
one of
gets
the
boring.
rare
No,
movies
yeah,
of
agreed.
him, I would say.
That's true.
Whereas Tenet is just like, okay, so we need to like draw a paper, let's just do it. But
Now-
I love Tenet.
No, look, these concepts are sick. Like
Yeah,
even
that's-
Tenet's story might have not been the best, but the concept was,
Concept was
so
unique. I was-
interesting. Where I had to watch it 5 times to understand. and I
comprehend
was like,
it pro-
yo.
It's a very simple plot. The way he does it is like, yo, this is insane. Like,
Even like the have you guys seen the BTS of how they made the
Yeah.
yeah.
bro, they literally told the guy to practice it backwards.
Backward. That
That's
was
insane.
The choreography, the whole
Yeah,
fight
no,
they did
it's-
backward was so.
So that's
good.
like
That's
no,
mad.
that's the beauty of like I'll say when you get to that scale level of production, that's the
Yeah.
beauty of it, right? But then something I want to ask after talking about the Nolan films in particular, like at your level where you started off obviously making the short film concepts, but then obviously you wouldn't have taken inspiration from another short film. You will be watching these high level budget
100%, yeah.
productions. And then you see these concepts that you think like you can recreate it, but obviously not to that expectation. How do you adapt it with your surroundings and your resources available as a filmmaker?
A lot of times, so I would say we look at it as terms of this is in our uni life,
Okay.
right? So like obviously like our filming days, so we have like 3 filming days. So looking at that plus the budget plus the amount of people involved plus even the skill set level, because there are some great filmmakers, there are some that are still learning and developing, and a lot of the filmmakers are even chosen by other teams as well. So looking at all the statistics, like there's a way to even see that part and make it like even my film Sage that I made, that was inspired by the film Memento. So even that part was a pretty simple concept, and you like seeing my factors, seeing the budget, seeing my skill set level as well back in the day, things that I have in my hand right now. Cool, I can rent a house. Okay, I can get sponsored by a bakery to film a part of the scene over there. Okay, I want to do it in a beach, and I tried shooting this a part of my movie as well in Anantar Islands. So I got everything confirmed until the day before the shoot. We just needed a boat and all these things for someone to take us to the island. Because when I think when I make movies, I like to make it like how Nolan also does it. He likes to give his set a whole experience in itself.
Not like built it inside a warehouse like you wanted
No,
it to
I want it to
location.
be an experience. Like even my fashion photography as well. It's like in all these sets, it's a whole experience. So I want to give that as well to my crew members too and my cast as well. So it was like, yo, we arranged like 4 to 5 boats, all of us to go over there to the location. Our island, we blocked it like for an hour for the filming, and it was all for free because I spoke to them and they were like super cooperative. But a day before the shoot, ain't no one answering their phone calls. I'm sorry if I name drop, just like cut
No,
that
no,
part
no.
out.
It's fine.
But
No,
then,
Listen, when you don't pick up the phone, you know things might never
Yeah.
work out.
So then it was like a last minute, yo, call someone in Dubai, film TV and commissions, get a permit, film in Kite Beach. So that was the last option, and we went by that. One of the most fire shots I've gotten as well.
I think it didn't feel like Kite Beach. Like, I don't think you put some elements into it. So that was quite good. So
I think a lot of people thought I filmed it in some other country.
So that means you've done your part.
Yeah,
like,
that's-
if you can't recognize what location that is, it's
Yeah.
like, you know what?
That's how you know you've achieved.
You
you
achieved
your
it.
goal.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
so that's my part of like even the question you asked. Like I try to see how to make it super. Like I try to make things not fully Dubai, I think things look a bit more corporate over here.
Yeah.
Try to make it more like you in a different world. It's more of an experience as well.
So it's also like taking
feeling.
advantage of what you've got. Like
100%,
if you know,
yeah.
Like if you know that okay, shooting wise, you have to utilize like an area like Kite Beach, then you put a bit more time to, I'm guessing, the editorial process of
Yep,
it.
100%. So the angles also were like super editorial. I want to keep it like very focused on this one character, and the grading involved after that is also something I took a lot of account into. And I think everything came out super great, and I was like, yo, that was a fire product for like the things that I
And you
had.
won an award for it, right?
Oh
If I'm
yeah,
not mistaken.
best cinematography.
There we go.
And
There we go.
Middlesex product.
And funny thing was, so before I wrote the script itself, I just wrote it in my notepad like, yo, okay, and award I want to win is the best cinematography one. And I was competing with someone in my
Manifesting.
I was competing with someone, but
Manifested.
it was just more of like, yo, like I just won that award, man. Like, yo, no questions asked. I won that award. Like,
Just that.
I wasn't competing. I'll be honest, I wasn't competing at all. I wasn't even looking at your left, right, who's doing what.
That
It was
was in
just
your
like,
thoughts.
it was like, yo, look, I won that award. It's just me and that award right now. I'm gonna work my way to get it. Like, ain't no one beside me, and yeah, put the hard work into it, and happy I got
Yeah, I
that
think
as well.
that one had the best camera work. It was just 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one had the best
Yeah.
photography as well, even as an audience as well. Like, you know what? That looks quite filmy.
Yeah.
You have better memory than me, man. It's been 2 years.
Fair enough.
Nah, trust me, I don't remember.
Director, man. I mean, when you make loads of shoots and content, you don't even remember like what you've done a few years ago. and you just go, oh yeah, I made this. Like, yeah. Speaking of cinematography, like, so there's a trend now in Hollywood, one shot take.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, it blew up from the Netflix show Adolescence, which, by the way, I don't.
Here we go.
No. I haven't said anything yet. Like, the show became so big, and one of the main talking points was one shot, and I'm just like, this is not the first time one shot has done. There's been so many.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, my first exposure was Birdman, was back in 2013, so it's been a long time. So now the show as on its own, it's okay. It's personally, I feel it's mid. Like
It's mid, yeah.
It's very mid. Like
Still haven't seen it, so.
It's
yeah,
It's
it's,
just
it's like people are raving about like this is the next cultural thing. I was like,
I would say it's great for parents. I think parents need to watch it.
yeah, it's more of like a
'cause-
moral thing. But
Yeah.
like talking about like filmmaking, okay,
This
it's-
is what you have to show at the PTA meeting, not at the Cannes Film Festival.
Nah, facts.
yeah, the performance was solid. That's more. But apart from that, it's
Oh
like
wow, his performance,
the
bro.
performance of the kid was quite.
That was his first time acting, by the way.
That's insane.
Really?
That was
yeah,
his first time
that's
acting.
first ever role.
And that was crazy for him to remember like a 20-minute line, because there were scenes where the camera was just on him, so you know that. Like, you know, like one takes can also be like, what do you say, mimicked in a way, like there's a cut, but you ain't
Yeah,
gonna
there's
notice
a.
it.
Of course, they've done that.
Even in 1917,
1917 as
there,
well.
there were like 6 cuts in the movie, but no one really noticed.
No
that
one
part.
really knows. I think
So-
one of the best recent examples was Extraction 2. It's a very generic action movie, but in Extraction 2, they have this 25-minute scene. One of the most insane. You're into games, and you should
Is-
definitely watch.
Is that the one where they're
It's a continuous shot
inside the building?
inside the building. They go on like a
Yes,
train
yes,
chase,
yes,
and
I
I
know
was
that,
like,
yeah.
That
how
entire
did they?
shot was
Like,
in
I
the
personally didn't.
That
find it.
was mad sick.
That entire
Amazing.
shot was that was just a single
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I'm sure there'll be cuts, but none of us, even for like who criticizes movies, they couldn't find it out because
Yeah.
it's so well done. Like that 25 minutes alone is worth watching the movie in the theater. I would
That's
say.
true.
But I feel like, yeah, but what are your thoughts on one shot? Is there something like you can elevate the story, or is it like a gimmick? Like, how does it go about it? What do you see?
Okay, for me, I feel like more interesting the content it is in that one shot, it holds a lot more value. I feel like the moment it gets a little boring, you just lost. Like, example, Adolescence, like the one you just said, like there were a lot of dialogues. It was it was heavy.
It's
It
a
was
heavy
heavy.
dialogue
It was
heavy.
heavy in dialogues. Like mad heavy in dialogues, and just the camera, just like one person. For me, like I don't really like that. It's not my style at all.
You know, the
But
way you guys are, sorry for interrupting, but the way you guys are framing it, like, just confirm, like, I've never seen the show. So is that one shot from that scene at all, since you guys are talking about just him talking?
Bro,
yeah,
tru-
the second episode.
Trust me,
it's
the movie is
seriously?
like this.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
guys, the camera's over here. It can be here for 25 minutes,
Yeah,
just
it'll
this,
move around,
and
but,
then
like, it's
you
gonna
can
take
stand
extra-
up, and now I can just follow you, and now you leave. I'm gonna just keep following you until
Yeah.
you go back home. That means sit in your car and drive back home. And you ain't saying nothing in the car. You're just sitting and driving.
driving. yeah.
That's not a film though. That's just a vlog
That's
gone
the-
wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
That's literally like
Yeah.
that's
That's what
literally like the modern day Casper
But the
Leaf
thing
book.
is,
Like,
Yeah.
people were like, "This is insane." I was like, "This is not insane. I've seen so many better ones who've done it." Like,
I would say maybe the production effort put into it was
like,
insane cool.
fair enough,
But
yeah, I'll
yeah,
give
the
that.
content that came out of it wasn't
There's not
wasn't that great.
It
was
like a PSA message at that point.
no, it's like
exactly.
no matter how good the production or the cinematography is, at the end of the day, at least for a lot of viewers past, I'll say like viewers like us, you need dialogue. Like dialogue will be something that's not
Yeah.
getting very important. Like sure, when we were younger, okay, we'll probably be like, oh, I don't remember what they said, but like it looked amazing. Like we like the lights. But now, the older you get, the more you watch movies,
It's just
the more you
content
get.
at the end of the day. And I
100%,
feel like,
yeah.
I feel like the show barely had much content in it. Like they'll be like, there isn't. Okay, it's a message and that's about it. But there's nothing more. Into
But the
it.
message was stretched out a lot.
a lot, and I was like,
Like if you watch the whole series, the ending and the whole thing you watch, you're gonna be like,
what's
why? like you're gonna be like, yo, why you follow
You
this
know,
guy?
there's probably gonna be a lot of people that watched it that took true hard meaning to like the
I'm-
background of it, and then
but
we're just here
No,
we're
but
just
we're
thrashing.
just talking about the film.
Again, it's great
fair.
for
product,
parents.
yeah.
I would say my parents to watch it because it's great for them. I would say like people that are becoming parents to watch the movie, it's great for them. But like me,
like as a filmmaker,
us-
this is not for
why
us.
am I
For us,
watching?
it's probably gonna be like, no, we just wasted our time.
Yeah, it is like Extraction too. Like that scene was insane. Like, cause in that 1 second of the one take, cause there's a lot going on. Like he's running, he's breathing, he's looking
There's
left,
so
right.
much happening, and there's so much effort kept in. Like
Yeah.
there's like all the extras fighting. It's insane. Like you have to move around. Like what they've done in that movie is phenomenal. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, I think like a one take shot should be done in a way where the audience doesn't get bored, but is still held intact until the end. So you're able to grasp all the content, but you're also able to notice that it's a one take and
Yeah.
appreciate it for what it is. So
it's like-
Extraction 2 did that, 1917 did that.
Even another
But-
TV show was The Bear season 1. So in The Bear, not the
Oh,
whole.
I love The Bear.
Yeah, The
That's a
Bear
very
in
good
season
show.
1, one of the episode, it was a very short episode, like 25, 30 minutes episode. It was a one take. And the pressure, the anxiety induced, it was like having in the behind the.
So I guess
kitchen doors.
one takes are not meant for every genre. Then it's
No.
meant for specific
It depends
styles.
on what the
100%.
content is,
Yeah.
yeah. It really
Like
depends on what
the
content.
bed is insane. They're just shaking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things
It's so-
happening where you
yeah.
feel like you're in the kitchen.
You're in part of the kitchen.
And now if it's
exactly.
like a one take thing, it's like say I'm in the kitchen, I'm looking left, right, there's a lot of things happening. Like I'm seeing one thing now, my eyes ain't gonna cut and go to another part, So it's like that's what it felt like even watching that bear scene. It was just like, yo, beautifully done.
So
Great.
ladies and gentlemen, Adolescence is not the highest standard.
Trust me,
of
yeah.
one shot. There's so many better ones. out
Way
there.
better ones,
Way better
way.
ones on there. I think even
I can't say anything. I've not even watched.
Yeah.
The closest. It's on It's a Netflix series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only two major Netflix series three major Netflix series are House of Cards, Squid Games, and the third one is a biography of someone, but I don't want to say it on.
Oh, okay, please don't. I don't want.
Recently? Yeah, it's about a year ago.
Oh wait. Manhunt?
No,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, starts with the A.
No.
And
Is it the O?
It starts with J.
oh. Did you watch it?
I can't say. You know I can't say.
Okay. We don't want to
Alright.
get the show cancelled.
Yeah,
but
5 stars. I gave it on Letterboxd and IMDb. I fully.
Oh, speaking of which, MDX Premiere. This is like one of the selling points of the university
yeah.
when it comes to filmmaking. Is
No,
like,
Yeah.
Premiere DMDX. We need to.
sorry,
we do own.
MDX.
Afroz,
Guys,
you're
listen,
watching
yeah,
this.
We don't listen. We don't need degrees on us. Okay, we don't need degrees on us.
I had a very thought-provoking conversation with him. I think you were there
Really?
as well with the filmmaking stuff. He was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yes, tell us more about Premiere DMDX. Like,
Yeah.
how does it go about it? Like, yes, for us, we've been there. We've been the 2 editions of it, and it's quite interesting because again,
Yeah.
it's something. It's probably a big achievement for so many of the
Exactly.
students because like making sure your work is seen by loads of people in a.
Yeah.
in a theater.
Outreach wise, for like in our perspective as fans or as viewers, like okay, we get to witness the films and we get to witness the student success. But I guess from your perspective as the student who's getting the film on the big screen? Like,
Yeah.
what goes through your mind, the thought process, the lead up? Because technically it is a 3-year build up for you.
Like,
Yeah.
do you guys know way advanced, like in first year, okay, this is going to be a final project, or is it like, or you wouldn't understand in third year towards the end of your academic year? How does it go by it?
yeah.
For me, I didn't know at all. Like,
Okay.
I think I got to know in second year end. Because, I just got to know in second year end, and it was insane for me. But the question you asked, like, I mean, if I had to ask you, like, which is the best marathon you have ran in your life? Like, I don't know if that's the way to ask, but
I know the perfect answer for you.
where would you say that? Like,
I-
the biggest and the best.
I know the perfect answer.
Biggest
for
and the best what I've experienced
Yeah.
as a runner, I would say, that's kind of tough.
you. Silicon Mall.
No, he's talking about marathon. No, I would say Burj to Burj. That's one of the recent ones. So it's basically
Okay.
running from Burj Khalifa to Burj Al Arab. That's one of the newer events which happens.
And that's like with medals and awards and all
Yeah,
these
yeah,
things.
medals, awards. Oh, there's medals, there's awards, and all of that. But like,
Okay.
I mainly focus on like the smaller distance. That's where I kind of aim for like the prices and all that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, like, taking that into like this one, like the way you felt when you were on that track, but that's something you professionally built to
Yeah.
get to where you are, where you went over there. Yeah. So same thing over here. I would say I think it's one of the greatest things MDX has done. MDX and Afroz both have done for the students, because it's like premieres like those people in this world get to experience when they have made like big features and all, especially Roxy Hills Extreme.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
big.
There's not forget like even at the
Yes, go
level
on.
forget at the level of being a student, like there are a lot of major feature films that it's not even formatted for that screen, and you guys have that
Exactly.
opportunity.
That's what I watched Oppenheimer in that. Can you imagine? And then I was like,
You can say I have a film
That's
in
what-
the
nah.
same screen as Oppenheimer.
That's what I said. When I went to watch Oppenheimer, there was another guy sitting next to me. So it was me and my other two friends, and I was like, yo, you know, my film also screened here. and then,
This is a small plug-in.
and then he didn't believe it. I was like, I'd say less. I'm gonna
Bro, just
I'ma
me over
show
there.
the
you.
first couple
He's
of
like-
photos in that
He
saved
was like,
folder.
damn, yo, what's your Instagram? I was like, yo, say that's, bro. Here you go. You know, if you guys need shoots,
You a +1.
always networking, bro. Always.
Networking,
But
absolutely.
yeah, come-
Networking before the explosion.
before the
big.
the most quietest explosion.
Go on.
But yeah, I would say I think it's one of the most dreamiest things to happen and to witness. And I think I was like, was I 19? No, I think I was 20 when that
20.
happened, and the rush of excitement and fear and what do you say, and hype and all these things that it's built around is great for like a lot of us students. And even right now, like even where I'm in my career right now, getting to witness that again, it's still insane for me. It's still like, yo, that's a sick thing, because you even get it like a theatrical release. Your film as a theatrical release, which like a lot of people in this world don't get, because there's a lot of filmmakers in this world that once they make their film, they can only put it on YouTube, Vimeo,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Unless
Maybe-
if it's like
Yeah.
a premiere in like a film festival, if it gets selected officially.
And if it gets selected, which is also hard because you're competing against like 10,000s or 50,000 other
Entries.
passionate filmmakers
Across the
you know?
world, that too. It's not just into one area.
Exactly, but over here, I would say it's more of like a push for students to dream a lot more, you know, and because that's what I believed in. Because when that happened to me, it allowed me to dream a lot more and to branch into where I am right now as well. Because I keep talking about this always to everyone. A lot of my clients as well, they know Roxy, they know all these things.
Yeah.
So when they hear that, oh damn, your film has been seen in Roxy twice, damn, that's insane. Like, what do you do? Like, yo, tell me more about you then. Because then it's more like, yo, you're put in a class. Because even getting into Roxy Extreme is another thing right now. Like, as you said, like, not every film gets to be
Exactly.
screened in that exact same screen. So, yeah, I would say the excitement is insane. Like, for a student to come stand over there amongst 400 people, have their film playing in Dolby Atmos and screened in Dolby Vision, shot in a red, that whole experience, that's 6 months into where you're trying to reach that. Because you're still trying to get into Roxy, you know, like, you're not into it still. Because even when you're filming the movie, you're with your crew members, your cast and all these things, even though you make all these promises like, yo, it's going to go into Roxy, there's still selections afterwards.
Yeah.
If you fail to meet those criteria and requirements, like if your sound don't be good, if your quality of the movie isn't good as well, your color grading isn't good, it's not gonna reach the Roxy theater standards, because they have standards as well. They have decibels to meet.
I think that's something even like general public wise they don't realize. Like
exactly.
I think you mentioning things like the Dolby systems and stuff. Maybe no offense to anyone listening, but probably half of them don't even realize the scale of which this really means, especially to a filmmaker.
Of course, yeah. Like these tiny details that I just mentioned, no one really knows that. People just think like, alright, yeah, you make your movie, like put your sound in, send it to the theater. They just nah, it ain't that. It's like,
I mean, if you wanted to be on YouTube forever, sure, but if you want it to be
on Roxy, is a whole different ball game. Because even Afroz was in Roxy, I think that night, I think he's always been like there for countless nights in Roxy until like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. trying to fix people's sound like a little bit because he's still got to do the tweakings. Because even once you make your whole sound like perfectly aligned to what it is for our MDX theater, once you take it over there is a slight adjustments to do.
Yeah.
There is still grading requirements to be met.
Yeah.
So a lot of students that have been with me, like one of my friend as well, like who made his film didn't get through. Like he was rejected and he was like crying inside the theater and all. And even my part, like I would have a.
Was he crying on the day or was it like some?
No, the date got rejected. It wasn't on the day.
So it wasn't allowed to be at.
It wasn't allowed to be in
be at
Roxy.
Roxy.
Yeah. So.
But was it played eventually?
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
Okay.
So even though like he spent around 4.5k into his promises actors, yeah, it's gonna come into Roxy. It all went downhill. Like nothing came out of the movie.
The thing is, like the films we see at Roxy is like that's not all the films. Like there's an average of 20. I'm guessing 25 students of short films that are made, right?
There
They're
are
doing
only
like crosswork.
there are
I've
7
seen-
films and they probably pick like 5 in that.
Okay. But do you guys crosswork? Because I keep seeing the same actors or like producers.
Oh, yeah.
they
A lot of people like crosswork as well.
Crosswork. 'cause
I mean, you can cross, but at the end of the day, it's if the direction or the director's place doesn't work, then
but
it is on.
But I feel like
Yeah.
students work
Yeah.
not just one short film; they make on multiple of them, whoever it is.
That's true.
all the effort counts then at the end.
So like
as much as it's a degree and a competition, like you guys have to help each other.
It's
as well.
more than a degree. That the ending part, like if you don't get into Roxy, honestly, like
But it's like a
ain't-
motivation. It's like a
it's
motivation for you
mad
guys.
motivation because
Easily.
working for those 6 months from writing your script to developing the whole thing to then editing it and then you're like, damn, I actually shot these things. Wow. Wait, then putting your sound design, you're like, holy smokes, yo, this looks fire. And then
That's true, that's
and then like
very true.
Afro's going like, you're accepted. And then you know that now you got to go back home. Now you're getting like say 10, 15 tickets. Yo, you call in all your friends, guys. And now when you guys are kids, you guys used to go watch movies in theaters like Walks and all. Now for your friends to pull up and be like, damn, that's my homie, his movies in Rocky. That's a whole different feeling. No one in this world is going to get to experience that. And I think that's the most beautiful part about like MDX and Afroz as well, man. Both killed it.
I think
Yeah, sorry, go on,
I'll be
continue.
frank. I think you got lucky, and it's like if this was either of us making a short feature film, we're just roasting each other even if it's good. I'm not wrong, man. Like we'll roast ourselves all the way out of the smoke.
Yeah, to be fair, like we are quite critical with these kind of when we just watch, but even we are critical with our own work as well.
Of
So
course,
long-
yeah.
As long as we all on the same page, like we all criticize our
Yeah.
own work, we are
That's true, yeah.
we are calm about
I
it.
feel like I don't think. I mean, I don't know about you. You might have a different experience on this, but I don't think I'll ever, from the filmmaker specific, I don't think I'll ever reach that high. Like because it's the 6 months of that tension building up to that.
But that's what
moment.
you think. But I would say like
It's a fun process. Yeah, it's sleepless nights. It's
Yeah.
loads of work, but I feel like it pays off if you truly love cinema. It is
Yeah,
a
fair
thing.
enough.
It's a goal.
That's
I
true.
would say.
yeah.
Because I think back in school they had this thing. It's not there anymore. It's called Children's International Film Festival. It was like a non-profit organization over here. So they used to take best short films from all the schools over here, and they screen it in walk cinemas.
Oh,
So I
wow.
kind of did that for like 3 years. Yeah, no one knows.
So-
no, nobody's seeing these.
now
'cause
what-
it's bad.
So the next mission, don't worry. Next mission is, do you drive?
Oh, speaking of that parking. yo.
Yeah.
Bro, just realized he has to pay.
Yo.
So I kind of understand from his perspective on how the end goal is to be in the short film.
Yeah.
Because it was a film festival, so the thing is it was like a 1 week film festival. They had like an opening ceremony, closing ceremony, awards, and they had like this.
Did you win anything?
Huh?
You win anything?
I did for the posters because
So
promotional.
we now
poster
need
kind
to
of-
find that old laptop. We gotta see these videos.
Damn, now.
We gotta see.
I
Farhan's
have them.
2010s.
No.
I have them, but they're really bad. Trust me.
Come on, listen. We're not critical. We're very non-judgmental,
Yeah, it's
man.
calm, bro.
No,
2010.
It's so bad. It's so bad. No, but it's no way what these guys made, but like somehow, but for student standards, like you know what, it's okay, it's alright,
Come on,
not
bro.
bad.
So guys, next episode we will be reviewing.
No, yeah, not
we will be
reviewing it.
reviewing. Do you want to review
Farhan's
films?
YouTube videos.
No way. I think it'll blow up. I think if you just dissect every single scene, we'll call
So
him
what do you
again,
think,
we'll
Josh?
dissect every single scene.
Do you think we should have a review session? We got the approval from the producer. We got this. Let's
It's
go.
like 10 minutes, so 30 minutes in total you guys had to waste. We'll find out.
It's not a waste. I'm dedicated to watching these.
We'll find out. So how was this year? I feel like this year's premiere was a big step up from the quality of movies. I think one of the
Did you attend?
yeah, he
Yeah, I
was
was
there.
there,
I
I
think he
was
was
there.
part of one of the movies as well. The guest.
The guest room, yeah.
Okay, I have any questions on it, but like okay, no, but I want to hear from
Your
like,
honest opinion.
your creator's perspective. Like, what were you trying to convey? Like, what was the whole thing?
Now,
Because I
This
felt-
is his passive aggressive way
No,
saying
no,
like
no,
I
no.
didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I know.
I
He's just trying to be
I mean,
very
okay,
diplomatic.
no,
It's-
no, I'll tell you why. Because when I was there, I was like, it had like a big speech before. I was like, okay, so we, not the families or like people who were there to watch, but the general audience. is Okay, so
The build up was real. Like this wasn't your normal hype build up. You'd see like Tom Cruise
the,
like this.
yeah,
is
so
real.
the build up. Okay, this looks very promising. Because even when I saw the poster, okay, this is the one I want to watch because you were involved. I was like, okay, I'm sure this
Yeah.
would be good. But yeah, so then I saw it. I was like, okay, am I missing something or is this the wrong way? I just want to know. I want to have a perspective.
Guest room was giving me that I have to watch 10 and 5 times to understand the concept.
Okay.
Times. I don't mind because it's 3 minutes.
I would say it's a very artistic film. So the director Vaishnavi Pramod,
Artistic, you said, right?
yeah, it's a very artist. Yeah. Yo,
I don't know if we gotta bleep that, but we'll find out.
yeah, I swear I was gonna say that. Now the director, she's here as well right now, so you can tell her this. You didn't like the
Yeah.
movie, but
It's
no comment.
not in terms of production quality, the production, all this, those things are okay. Just like I just want to understand what was the main
The story.
message here, more or less. Because
so
it felt like I was like 13. I was like, okay, Drive movie, explain, and I just like saw on YouTube on like this weird.
nah, so
movies.
I would say the movie is directed towards the social norms and standards that's happening in today's world.
Yeah.
That is like, we guys as consumers are like,
It's more for consumerism. Is that the
we,
message?
yeah, like
Okay.
we guys are products to the products. Like right now, the products are the consumers. You know, we guys aren't the consumers. So that's what the movie revolves around, where like a bunch of these salesmen come to his house and like trying to barge in and be like, yo, you need to check this out. You need to buy it. And you know, like that kind of relates to like, because even when the director was explaining me the story, it got very relatable. Once she told me the whole premise, I was like, you know what, that makes sense. And she did it in a very like salesman type of way, like this whole movie, the whole theme. So it's like, you know, like even when you're shopping on Temu, like I think a big example I can be on Temu. Have you guys ever shopped on Temu?
Oh no!
Yes,
you're
yes,
saying
yes.
like when you go on Temu, you buy something, but then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, you get a discount code for 83% off. if you
Yeah,
buy this
and
as well.
Yeah,
And you guys have even spun the wheel and stuff. a couple of
Yeah,
times.
yeah. Okay,
I've
okay.
done that. I've stayed there for like 20 minutes, and then I was like, "Yo, forced to get something within that 1 hour, because I know I'm going to do it." And honestly,
yeah.
I did it also, and I got the free item also. I was like, "Yo, come."
So I was right. It was
But
about consumerism.
It was all,
just in general.
and
yeah.
at that moment, I didn't really clock it in, and then I was like, "Yo, wait." Like, yo, I didn't want to spend about 100. I spent like 400, bro, in that 1 hour. I was like, damn. And that's what the whole movie was around. Like, it's
Bro,
not only
400 dirhams, you can go get a new Samsung phone, man. What
But in
is
Temu, so you can buy a whole house. And you're getting like you're getting a whole.
You get the most unhinged products. over
I
there.
swear, and it's kind of crazy because like say like big example, I love Spider-Man a lot, like a lot. Okay, so I was seeing Spider-Man keychains, so I put one in my cart, and then Spider-Man mask came. I was like, alright, put this on
Spider-Man
for
keychain,
$30. I'm
Spider-Man
like, yo,
mask.
put that in my cart as well. He gave me a Spider-Man T-shirt, look fire.
So
I
you
was
were
like,
slowly building your
I
own
was like-
Spider-Man cosplay.
I was like, yo, only $20 is calm. It's like, you know, it's calm to have it and put that in also.
You
Then
got
he
the
gave
web
me
shooters as
Spider-Man
well?
pajamas also now.
So is that
Now-
everything Spider-Man related?
Now,
you get the
now,
web shooters?
now I was like, you know what? It would be kind of, what do you say, funny and corny in a way to just have a Spider-Man pajama, just to like mess around. You know, let me put that in my car. I realized I used like $100
They
already.
have your size at least?
Nah, let me tell you this. I ordered it. I returned it. I returned it yesterday. So DHL came back. I was like, yeah, this shit don't fit me. You take it back. But again, the whole.
Gets it in and then the freaking his knees.
But again, so the whole movie revolves around that. Like even when we go outside, like as consumers, like you know these perfumes, like,
Yeah.
yo, try it out.
Yeah.
They're trying to invite you inside. And
Yeah, they're trying to selling your product in the end of the
yeah,
day.
and it's like a horror movie as well, like, in a way.
Because like you're overwhelming the person.
Yeah,
right?
and it's like we guys become the product right now. Like, so the world is trying to build on us, Like, let me just read a part of it. I have like a part of it written. Let me just read that
Is
to
it like,
y'all.
what is this synopsis or like?
You
Not
get
like-
the dialogue or something as well. No, but now that I think about it, like,
I feel like
things
mo-
are piecing in my head
No,
now from like
no,
what the film and how you're
that's the
explaining
thing.
it.
But-
There's some of the movies when I watch, I don't clock it in at first, but then you have to rewatch it, or maybe like I have better understanding.
Like I said,
There's this one line that would you say she wrote to me as well. Like, in this setup, the everyday person becomes data, a product that's broken apart and sold back to themselves in smarter, shinier ways. And in that loop, I started to wonder if I just keep doing what's expected of me, will it ever be enough? Because honestly, if you think about it, nothing's ever enough. Like, even when there are times like we want to order some food, but we crave a lot of other things. We order a specific type of food and we're like, yo,
Let's go, man.
I still want to eat something
Yeah.
else though. It's like, it's never enough. And then you eat less this time so you can eat that thing later on. So you keep on spending. And right now, look, we the product and these are the consumers, like, so
It's like it's almost like a role reverse. 25 years
No,
ago,
I
the
Exactly.
consumer was the consumer, product was product. Now it's like the product is the consumer.
exactly. And even an AI coming up is doing exactly that.
Yeah.
It's doing exactly that. Like,
yeah,
us-
I feel like the hyping up before the short film is what got to us. I would say.
yeah.
I think if
I mean, every short film has to be hyped.
hype,
like,
absolutely.
No, I
yeah.
would say
Like-
hyped, but the thing is,
But
the
if
way-
it's very artsy,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a hit or miss because it's again when it comes to artsy movies when there's more like deeper.
100%,
like,
yeah,
you
100%.
need, like okay.
yeah, because
Then
like
you
the way you explained it now, like now I'm getting a lot more clarity from the film. Like I'll say this: when the hype came in, when I saw the short film, I'll say right now, I wasn't.
The speech had
Yeah.
propaganda and I was
Yeah,
like,
I
okay,
was-
this-
I was so
really hope
confused.
this is something I'm looking forward
I
to.
was so confused, but now with the way you're framing it, now I'm understanding, and now it's like, oh, I should have be shown a bit more appreciation at the time.
But
Makes
see,
sense, yeah.
But when it comes to short films, you can watch it 10 times. Like it's
Yeah.
a short film for a reason.
Yeah.
But you can't do that for like live action movies, like for like 92 hours movie. Like you're just
I mean,
That's true, yeah.
Some films that we can, some,
some
films you
films
can.
you can, but like just in general, like maybe
Imagine
oh,
taking a 16-hour flight to New Zealand. What else are you gonna do in the plane?
yeah.
Facts.
If you got that middle seat, you got like two people on one side, one person on this side, bro. You have no other choice but to just
to watch
binge watch.
movies, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I
5 times.
So, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but that's what the whole movie revolves around.
Hmm.
Just like what today is in itself.
Yeah, I just want to have a better understanding on that because I did have an idea. Okay, this is what I'd see, but it's just because again, some people could interpret it one thing, but
Yeah.
the director might have a whole different thing or like a whole filmmaking behind it.
Because I think we got a
Like
lot
the
of
song Pump It
different
Fake.
reactions to it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a bit
It was,
polarizing reactions,
yeah.
more
Yeah,
or less. It
but
depends on
I feel like that's the great thing about making
Movies.
movies as well. Like
Yeah.
getting just one answer always, like it kind of gets like boring and stimulated
Hmm.
to a point. Like it's great to have mixed reactions because you're even getting to see like you're even getting to understand what people think in this world. Like even keeping
Yeah.
movies aside, we're getting to understand people's mindset as well a lot more. And yeah, that again revolves around the whole point of making this movie too.
I'm actually very happy I got more clarity on it now.
So I think one or two of the final more questions. Like, so I don't know if I've seen this or heard this about this Amazon deal thingy. But was it for the guest room or for some other project? I don't know. I just came across. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's LinkedIn. I'm not so sure exactly what it was. I just heard like a rumor. What's going on with that? Like,
So I can't say much, bro.
yeah, no, but it was
For
posted on
legal
LinkedIn.
purposes,
maybe.
Yeah, but
legal
what you
purposes,
could say
in
well,
one
yeah.
line, what can you tell us for the upcoming future?
I don't know. Maybe Amazon, maybe Netflix. I don't know.
But is the guest room
I
part
guess
of
you
In
never
something?
Netflix,
know.
I can't afford another subscription.
I guess you never know.
Fair enough. But
Fair
like, but is the guest room part of it? Like, is it part of some?
Stop trying to get out
No,
of it.
no,
You
no.
can't
Answer
answer
the
the
question.
question.
Wait.
He's like,
No,
he's
it's
like
public
Farhan,
information.
I've got an NDA on me. I'm gonna get
no,
kicked.
I guess you never know is the
In
answer. Sorry.
LinkedIn, I saw this, so clearly NDA has been broken over
Okay,
there.
then go, okay, fine. Then let them
Text
get
who
because he doesn't want to get cooked. He doesn't want to face legal fees.
Yeah, like I just signed something there, so
Okay, fine. Then the final question for you for today would be, what's next for you in this whole filmmaking journey? Is there something you want to pursue, or do you want to go to the fashion route, or like what works?
It's something I'm fully pursuing by bringing it into my fashion world. So you laughing?
Potential
No, you just making. No, it's just last question. I was like, hey, no way. I just want to know this answer. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
I'm literally just eyeing him like we're not breaking
Taduna,
laws right now.
Taduna, please leave.
I'm not leaving. Listen, there's two ways a podcast can get cancelled. By being controversial or breaking the law.
Fine. All right, guys, we're running out of time. That's absolutely fine.
We already edged on the law.
Sorry. No. Sorry to interrupt you.
You know, like when you're trying to say something serious, he's looking at you, just starts laughing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
All right. Please continue. Please continue. What are your future plans, or what's the next step for you?
Now I'm getting married next year, so I'm just gonna.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yo, jokes.
Okay,
Chill out.
Congrats.
Chill out, bro. I would say like.
Sorry, go on.
What are you laughing?
No, you just no. Okay. Shh. Okay, all right, fine. All right. This is a good viral clip, by the way. Let's get it.
Yeah, you're just gonna say.
Man's like, yo, business, yo, let's do it.
Views are moving.
Okay.
I would say like filmmaking is a huge aspect in my 3 years. So
Trying to say this without breaking any laws right now. I'm telling you.
yeah.
The main is like, what is your next? It's more like, what's your next goal? What is how you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years, or how you frame
A
it?
fashion photographer and a fashion filmmaker is what I see myself as, and that's what I'm doing right now already. But I want to implement getting my filmmaking a lot more into my production as well. That's why even the people I work with right now, they all understand my style, and that
So you want to work more on commercial side?
no
Okay.
more as an artist in a way where a lot of my sets are like a production.
Okay.
Where there's like a lot of like even when I'm directing my models as well, like pre-production wise, I send them references, I send them ideas of like mood boards, emotions that I need you all to feel in a way. So even on set when I direct them, there's a lot of those being involved, so I get what I want out of it. So yeah, I would say like I want to continue going the route I'm going. I think what I'm doing right now is exactly what I want to do for the next 5 to 10 years, but maybe like in a higher scale, more budget, more different locations right now. Maybe work with even more well-known, well-renowned people.
So in the future, you'll remake The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, 100%.
Please don't remake. Please bring original ideas. Please just sign a deal with A24 and call it a day.
No, but like
Stop with A24.
do a lot of
We all know A24 is
I know, but
the
I'm
pinnacle
saying
of cinema.
because like I would say like do a lot more crazy things. Cause like imagine you're watching Interstellar, but this time like an Interstellar, but like a pre-photo shoot of the Interstellar before.
Okay.
You see the idea, like
Yeah,
even like
visualization.
exactly like it's like a photo shoot of it, but like you're getting to watch the movie as well. So there's like art behind the film as well. Because I feel like it all connects. Like when a lot of artists like work together, I feel like yeah, it's a whole journey. I mean, there's a lot of things in my head I'm just like thinking about. So,
But I mean, no, I guess for someone as creative, like in that falls, that's fair. That's very important.
yeah.
But I guess with that being said, unless anything else to be
Nothing
mentioned.
else? You can conclude outros and all that.
Outros and all that. But yeah, with that being said, that is the end of today's episode. So thank you so much for coming on and taking time.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course,
The Amazon deal.
we got our
guys.
manager out just out of the cameras clapping as well.
The Amazon deal, guys.
Yeah, again, no law breaking. For everyone watching, please make sure we will be tagging Sahil in the link in the description. Please make
Yeah.
sure to drop him
Don't
a
worry, we'll
follow.
tag you, we'll mention you. Don't worry about it.
Make sure to drop him a follow and check out his content. And remember to like, share, subscribe. You can listen to us again. Reminder, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon. We're all there. Again,
Website,
we have a website, guys.
We
by
have
the
a
way.
new board now. Look at this.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone noticed. We forgot to address this.
Yeah, so don't worry, we're gonna.
The
amp
main
it up,
man,
so don't
Josh,
worry.
pulled off an amazing sign as well. So let's actually give a big, massive prop for that. Like, this is
Let's
amazing.
go, Josh. Let's get it.
So yeah, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you guys for the next episode of MDX. One of them, MDX Unplugged, unfiltered, unscripted university life.
Yes, sir.
That is it.
That's good.
You know